Welcome to the 2021 Fresno-Washington FFA Banquet Award. George Sheehan once said, "Success means having the courage, the determination, and the will to become the person you believe you are meant to be." Tonight, we are here to recognize those who have found passion, became more by exploring their way to success, and those who supported and encouraged us as we experienced the opportunities agricultural education and the FFA had to offer in developing and strengthening our educational goals, personal growth, and career endeavors. Tonight's program will be dedicated to recognizing some of our most active members and rewarding each one of them for their accomplishments in the FFA. We'll take a moment to give honor and thanks to those community members who have worked effortlessly in assessing in the success of our FFA chapter. Before we continue with tonight's program, I would like to take a moment to recognize those individuals who have helped make our FFA program a success. We owe a great deal of gratitude and appreciation to our school district and their continued support towards our agriculture program at Washington Union High School. We would like to recognize the following representatives. Members of the Washington Unified School Board of Trustees, which include Mr. Eddie Reese, Mrs. Terry Reese, Mr. Mark Aguilar, Ms. Anna Campbell, Mr. Darrell Carter, Mr. Henry Hendricks, and Mr. Steve Barra. Our Washington Unified School District Superintendent, Mr. Randy Morris, and our members of the Washington Unified School District Office. Thank you for your continued support of the Agriculture Department at at Washington Union High School. We had a tremendous year of student involvement and activity virtually this year. We would like to recognize our support system at Washington Union High School. Principal John Sharon, Learning Directors Mr. John Hetherington and Mr. Steve Rizzo, and Guidance Counselors Mr. Mike Toasty, Mrs. Erica Ohanes, Mr. Larry Chang, and Ms. Priscilla Villalobos. Thank you all for your efforts and continued support of our program here at Washington Union High School. Our FFA program cannot have the continued impact on our students without those adults and sponsors who go out of their way to help us. We would like to thank all agriculture advisory members, agriculture instructors, Washington Union High School staff members. Your efforts and commitment to improve our chapter are truly appreciated. Thank you. I hope that everyone here tonight is as proud of our FFA members as I am. On behalf of the entire officer team, thank you for joining us for this special evening. Please sit back and relax as we recognize some of our most outstanding FFA members. We will now begin the award ceremony.
Welcome to the Fresno-Washington FFA Awards Banquet. These are your 2020-2021 Fresno-Washington chapter officers. Chaplain, Mason Bolden. Sentinel, Jaden Pania. Reporter, Mr. Noah Castillo. Treasurer, Mr. Oster Macias. Secretary, Ms. Spilali Herrera. Vice President, Mr. Brandon Hernandez.
The banquet hall will come to order. We're now holding the 2021 annual FFA banquet for the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter. Mr. Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I should call the roll officers, determine if they are at their station, and report back to you, Mr. President. The chaplain.
Stationed by the Dove.
Your duties there?
It is my duty to ensure that our members be mindful of a need for spiritual development. It is my responsibility to provide for spiritual presence in the development of our members and foster positive moral participation in the activities of the chapter and the lives of our members.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and they are welcome. I care for this meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep this meeting room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform every man, woman, and child made know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands, from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will be based on true knowledge and ripen with wisdom. Mr. Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can be accomplished much. My duties require me to assist the President at all times in direct working of our nation. I preside over the meetings in the absence of our President, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the President so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era of agriculture. And if we follow the leadership of our President, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their station.
Thank you, Mr. Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are numerous guests and numerous members present. Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop the qualities of leadership which an FFA membership possesses. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this banquet of the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Once again, welcome to the annual FFA Awards Banquet of the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter. Tonight, we'll be taking a look at our FFA chapter over the past year. Our annual banquet is held for the purpose of expressing our appreciation to those individuals who have contributed to the success of our chapter. Our gratitude must go to our parents and family whose understanding and unselfishness has enabled us to progress to the point that we are today. We sincerely hope that our future activities will continue to merit your support. I am pleased to introduce Mr. Oscar Macias, Chapter Treasurer.
Tonight, I would like to introduce some special guests of the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter who are in attendance this evening. Please hold all applause until the end. Washington Union High School Administration. Principal, Mr. John Sharon. Learning Directors, Mr. John Hetherington and Mr. Steve Rizzle. Superintendent, Mr. Randy Morris. Washington Union High School Counselors, Mr. Mike Toasty, Miss Erica Ohanes, Mr. Larry Chang, and Miss Priscilla Villalobos. Washington Unified District Board of Trustees, Mr. Eddie Rees, Mr. Darrell Carter, Mrs. Terry Rees, Mr. Henry Hendricks, Mr. Mark Aguilar, Mr. Steve Barra, and Mrs. Anna Campbell. Washington Union High School Agricultural Education Advisory Committee, Mr. Rodney Voss, Mr. Todd Ventura, Mr. Mark Saulwasser, Mr. Martin Vivenzi, Mrs. Gwen Kim, Mrs. Stephanie Murphy, and Mrs. Gladys Denise. Thank you for your attendance and continued support of the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter. We will now begin the award portion of the night. I will now hand the podium over to Chaplain Mr. Mason Bolden to honor our chapter degree receipt.
FFA members that have received the Green Hand degree may apply for their chapter degree. Members must be enrolled in an agricultural science class, have completed 2 semesters in agricultural science at or above the 9th grade level, have in operation an approved SAE program, demonstrate leadership skills, and be actively involved in the activities of our local FFA chapter. Award recipients are presented with a silver pin to wear on their jacket. Silver is symbolic of such attributes such as awareness, clarity, and vision because of its bright, clear appearance. These are the attributes that are essential in developing chapter leaders, such as in the following award recipients. At this time, we will honor our chapter degree recipients who are Matthew Hepner, Noah Custodio, Sofia Garcias, Danielle Garcias, JJ Torres, and Ryan Valenzuela. Congratulations to the 2020-2021 chapter FFA degree winners. Reporter Mr. Noah Custodio will now introduce you to your state degree recipients.
The state FFA degree is awarded to the FFA member who has demonstrated the highest level of commitment to the California FFA Association and made significant accomplishments in their supervised agricultural experiences. 1,800 state FFA degrees are handed out each year. That number represents approximately 3% of the California FFA Association memberships, making it the state's highest honor. In addition to their degree, each recipient receives a gold state FFA degree charm. 2020-2021 FFA state degree recipients are Zitlali Herrera, Brandon Hernandez, Julie Vargas, Mason Baldwin, Christian Flores, and Omar Martinez. Congratulations to the 2020-2021 state degree winners. Chapter President Anthony Cruz will now present the honorary chapter degree.
It is always a pleasure to receive honorary members into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize, from time to time, the efforts of others made on our behalf. Madam Secretary, please read this section of the National Constitution which provides for honorary membership.
Honorary membership, farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, chapter advisors, teachers, staff members in agricultural education, business people, and others who are helping to advise agricultural education and the FFA, and who have rendered outstanding service to honorary membership by a majority vote of the members present at any regular meeting or convention. Mr. President, members and guests, I am pleased to read the following names: Raul Martinez, Letty Cruz, Chris Messeliner. Mr. Martinez, Mrs. Cruz, and Mr. Messeliner have dedicated countless hours of service to the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter. This past year, these individuals have selflessly devoted their time to help the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter by feeding and helping at fair whenever they can, and by providing their time and skills to make our farm more functional and better for students and animals alike.
Your involvement in the FFA has been of great service to our members. We look to you as role models for guidance in making wise and careful decisions. As chaplain, I welcome you to the FFA.
I welcome you as a friend of the FFA. It's my privilege as a sentinel to extend to the symbolic hand clap of friendship and brotherhood.
As a reporter, I am pleased to inform that FFA is a national youth organization who purpose and develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to membership.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our members to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my pleasure as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary members.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform you that our members learn to participate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as an honorable member. May this affiliation prove valuable to all. I impress you upon that we take a look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect we have for you that you have been elected to honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon your honorary membership in the Fresno-Washington FFA chapter and present you with this token of membership. Thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to working with you for many more years to come. I now hand over the podium to Brandon and Jaden to present the recognition for public speaking and judging teams.
First, I will address the public speaking participants. Please hold an applause until all members have been recognized. For job interview contest, Jiglali Herrera and Brandon Hernandez, coached by Ms. Marino. For the Spanish Creed, Jiglali Herrera, coached by Ms. Marino. For the impromptu, Noah Custodio, coached by Mr. Garibaldi. I will now hand the podium over to Jaden to announce the leadership development event participants.
Next, I will recognize the big banking and the CO Ops participants. Please hold your applause until the last contestant is called. Walter Smith, Daisy Garcia, Mar Magana, and Jocelyn Rocha, coached by Mr. Garibaldi. Banking, Noah Custodio, Anthony Cruz, Brandon Hernandez, and Exali Herrera. CO Ops, Anthony Cruz and Brandon Hernandez. Please give these speakers a round of applause. Lastly, I would like to invite Mr. Garibaldi, Chapter Advisor, to announce our career development teams.
I always like to say that career development teams give purpose to the skills we teach in the classroom. Like a sport, CDEs provide a competitive outlet for the skills our students practice in the classroom. This weird year has brought many changes, but the competitive drive our students exhibited is expiring. Join me in congratulating the following teams. Agricultural Welding, Brandon Hernandez, Mason Bolden, Anthony Cruz, Andre Laws, and Walter Reddix, coached by Mr. Manuel Torres. Floriculture, Ariana Acevedo, Spitlali Herrera, and Juan Jose Torres, coached by Miss Amy Viventi. Please welcome Chapter Secretary Miss Spitlali Herrera as she honors our livestock students.
Showing livestock is one of the most intense and rewarding experiences a student in FFA can have. Join me in recognizing our 2021 Livestock Show Team. Please hold your applause until the end. Swine Show Team. Matthew Hebner and Courtney DeMedeiros. Advisor, Miss Marino. Beef Show Team, Matthew Hebner, Dustin Prewitt, and Mason Bolden. Advisor, Miss Vivenzi. Goat Show Team, Juan Torres, Anthony Cruz, Ryan Valenzuela, Oscar Macias, Julie Vargas, and Matthew Hebner. Advisor, Mr. Torres. Sheep Show Team, Daniela Garcia, Sophia Reese, and Walter Smith. Advisor, Mr. Garibaldi. Oscar will take the podium and present our top 20 awards.
Fresno-Washington FFA offers many events for our members to attend. Some events that were the highlight of the year were Carruthers and Fresno Fair and State Conference, along with monthly meetings. We would like to recognize and award those members who attended a majority of the events by honoring the top 20 most active members. They are I will now hand the podium over to Mr. Garibaldi, who will announce the Outstanding Student and FFA Pride Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I have the pleasure of announcing our Outstanding Student Awards. First, I would like to start off with our Star Green Hen. The Star Green Hen Award is presented to the most active first-year member who has been involved in various FFA activities and has a developed, supervised agricultural project. This year's Star Green Hen winner has participated in BIG, shown livestock, and is beaming with pride for the FFA and agriculture. Please join me in congratulating this year's Star Green Hen, Walter Smith. Congratulations to all of our freshmen for a year done. The Outstanding Sophomore Award is presented to an outstanding second-year member who is actively involved in our FFA chapter throughout the school year. This year's Outstanding Sophomore Award winner has participated in various sectional, regional, and state events, was a sectional and state delegate, a member of the impromptu and banking teams, and is this year's reporter. It is with great pleasure we present this year's Outstanding Sophomore to Noah Custodio. Congratulations to all of our sophomores for a great year. The Outstanding Junior Award is presented to an outstanding third-year member who has been actively involved in our FFA chapter throughout the school year. This year's Outstanding Junior goes to a student who has participated in many chapter meetings, was a member of the Goat Show Team and Floriculture Team. This year's Outstanding Junior Award goes to Juan Jose Torres. Congratulations to all of our juniors for a stellar year. The Outstanding Senior Award is presented to an outstanding fourth-year member who has been actively involved in our FFA chapter throughout the school year. This year's Outstanding Senior Award recipient has to participate in various FFA activities this school year. He's been on the welding team, attended various conferences, raised market goats, and currently is our chapter FFA president. It is with great pleasure that we present this year's Outstanding Senior Award to Mr. Anthony Cruz. The FFA Pride Award goes to a student who has exhibited a great pride for the FFA over the course of 4 years. This encompassing award goes to a student who has went above and beyond with showing livestock, competing on various judging and leadership development teams, as well as serving the chapter as an officer. This year's FFA Pride Award actually goes to 3 outstanding students. The Ag Department believes these students encompass the aforementioned statements and more. Please join me to recognize our 3 FFA Pride winners. Ms. Spilali Herrera, Mr. Brandon Hernandez, and Mr. Anthony Cruz. I would now like to introduce Ms. Myrino to introduce our program completers and scholarship winners.
It is my honor and privilege to recognize 46 students who have successfully completed 3 to 4 years of agricultural coursework and therefore considered program completers of the Fresno-Washington FFA. Please hold your applause until all names are called and help me congratulate these hardworking students. This year, several of our senior FFA members were recognized for their scholastic achievements at the Washington Union High School Scholarship Banquet. These students were awarded scholarships to aid in the cost of pursuing higher education. We would like to take a moment to recognize our award recipients that have earned a scholarship in agriculture. Please hold your applause till all names are called. Congratulations to the winners.
The Ag Department and myself would like to take some time and thank everyone for supporting us through this trying and often disappointing time. We have spent time this evening honoring our amazing students. Typically, we would end the night with the announcement of our new officer team. However, our new officer candidates are undergoing the interview process as we speak. We are excited to announce the new officers soon. As we close out tonight, the next portion of our award ceremony will honor our current officers, announce our election results, and install our new officers. We cannot wait to share the future of our chapter with you all. Till then, it is a to be continued. Good night.